What's good, y'all boys, man? I'm back with another reaction. Let me just say this. It been 7 months. 7 months since I last recorded this video we about to watch. Yes, we are about to react to myself. I watched the Jordan versus LeBron, the best GOAT comparison. And you know what I'm saying? I'm a LeBron fan. So I was kind of like, dang, bro, like, I still think LeBron the GOAT. But 7 months later, after all that criticism y'all done gave me, I took it into my own hands to be like, okay, bet. We finna watch every single Jordan highlight I can find. I done watched every Jordan video there was. And I ain't gonna cap. Jordan is the GOAT. I hate to say it, but it's true. But we finna get right into this video. We finna react to myself. You know what I'm saying? And just see the difference from back then when I really didn't know much to now. And I'm probably finna say a lot of goofy stuff. But don't hate on me, bro, because I'm already knowing. Like I said, we finna just react. We finna just laugh and see what I said. So hit that like and sub button. Hey, if you a real, you know what I'm saying, YouTube lover and you support, hit that sub button, bro. 10K on the way. But now we finna get straight into this video. Let's do it. Hey, let's do it. It's 42 minutes. I ain't gonna stop it that much. Just, hey, you feel me? What's good, y'all boys, man? I'm back with another reaction. This time I got Jordan versus LeBron, the best GOAT comparison. In this video, we really gonna find out who's the GOAT, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna real deal lock in. I'm gonna use my senses and find out, is Jordan better than LeBron or is LeBron better than Jordan? In my last video, everybody was saying Jordan's better than LeBron. But in this video, we gonna really see who's the GOAT, you feel me? So, hit that like and sub button, man. 3K subs on the way, let's do it. When you're good at something, you tell everyone. When you're great at something, they tell you. Walter Payton, that was a great quote. W Reader. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hit that sub button, yo. Bron. Michael Jordan. Get on that rim. Hey. Hey, what year was Jordan's best year? And what year was LeBron's best year? Y'all let me know. And who year was better? Who year was better? Whose best year was better? Y'all let me know in the comments. Whose best year was better, Jordan or LeBron? Let's do it. Let's do it.
Jordan versus LeBron.
Okay.
LeBron versus Jordan. It's a debate that has captured the public's attention for the last several years, especially after this moment in 2016, when LeBron James beat the Golden State Warriors to win the third championship of his career. In LeBron's own words,
that one right there made me the greatest player of all time. That's what I felt. I was like, that one right there made you the greatest player of all time.
But did it?
Now hear me out. See, I wasn't even gonna say, when I first reacted to this, I was not even thinking this, you feel me? I was just automatically stuck like, oh yeah, LeBron, he's him. You know what I'm saying? But now that I get to think about it, after all the Jordan videos I done watched, bro, I don't think Jordan ever said he was the GOAT. And that just low-key gives him like he just lets everybody else call him the GOAT. LeBron's so fixated on saying that he's the GOAT, and I don't know, like, I feel like he's trying to push the narrative too much. What do y'all think about that? Let me know in the comments. Does LeBron try to push the GOAT narrative too much? Like, Jordan never had to do that. They just kind of gave him the GOAT status. You feel me? Type shit. You feel me?
Is everything since that moment simply icing on LeBron's cake? Or is LeBron destined to finish his career in Michael Jordan's shadow? We've all heard the arguments from LeBron supporters.
He's bigger, he's stronger, he's faster, he's more durable.
And from Jordan supporters.
Michael Jordan was merely 6-0 with 6 MVPs in the finals.
But the GOAT debate isn't as simple as the pundits make it seem. There are a number of factors relevant in determining the greatest basketball player of all time. In fact, I would say there are 5 things that really matter when determining the GOAT of any sport. These criteria are, in no particular order, accomplishments, longevity, winning, statistics, and what we'll refer to in this video as the eye test. And to be the GOAT, you don't need to be the best in any specific category, but you need to be pretty good across the board. So simply winning 7 championships, like Robert Horry did, isn't enough to get you into the conversation. When we're finished with this video, it'll be plainly obvious that one guy comes out on top. But before we get started, I want to clarify that this is not a comparison of legacies. It's about who was the better basketball player.
Exactly.
If we were talking about legacies, Jordan's is nearly untouchable. Not only did he lead basketball to global popularity, he helped transform Nike into an empire, changed the way players played and how they dressed, and he even made it cool for guys to be bald. And while those things certainly contribute to MJ's iconic stat,
I ain't even gonna lie, bro. The more and more videos I done watched, I done seen so many bald players during that time. Like, bro, did he legit set a bald trend? Like, niggas was bald, and like, bro, they was like 25. Like, what the fuck was going on with all the bald niggas? Can y'all let me know why people was just going bald? Was it legit? Cause like, Jordan looked dope as fuck bald. I'm finna shave my shit. Like, what the fuck? Y'all let me know, man. Or was niggas on steroids? Like, for real. Cause why was there so many bald people back then, bro?
they don't make him a better player on the court.
Exactly.
So let's evaluate the criteria that matter. And we'll start with individual accomplishments.
Okay.
Take a look.
Before we get started, don't change up. If you think Jordan's the GOAT, keep it that way. If you think LeBron's the GOAT, keep it that way. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna simply flat out see who's the better player.
Hey, bro, chill on me, bro.
Period.
Chill on me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yo little dumbass, in about 7 months, gonna think that Jordan the GOAT, niggas. And you changed up, nigga. But it's facts, nigga. Yeah, I'm talking to you, nigga. I love bitch ass, nigga. Fuck wrong with you? Stupid ass.
Jordan had more regular season MVPs,
Dang.
twice as many finals MVPs, 9 more scoring titles, and several more selections to the NBA's all-defensive team, including once being named Defensive Player of the Year. LeBron has more All-Star appearances, but that's largely due to his having played more seasons. In fact, when taking into account retirements and major injuries, Jordan essentially played 13 seasons compared to 17 seasons for LeBron, making Jordan's significant lead in accomplishments all the more impressive. And that's to say nothing of MJ's brilliant college career, which saw him twice named All-American and once awarded College Player of the Year, at a time when the country's best players actually went to college. So regardless of whether you're a LeBron fan or MJ fan, you have to give the accomplishments checkmark to Jordan.
Okay, boom.
Facts.
Off the bat, Jordan gets the accomplishments. Okay, and they didn't even say championships. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody know Jordan got 6, LeBron got 4. But I'm glad they took the championships out. You know what I'm saying? Because LeBron been to the finals 12 times, and you know what I'm saying. Jordan's 6-0 in the finals, and LeBron's 4-8 or whatever, I think. Bro, but they kept saying LeBron, you know what I'm saying, he's not winning. He's going to the finals that many times. That's still an accomplishment. Like the other times that Jordan didn't make it to the finals, he was getting bounced out first round. You know what I'm saying? Like he was like 0-6, you know what I'm saying, getting bounced out, and LeBron just continuously made it to the finals. So it's kind of like even low key. So I'm glad they left that part out. But Jordan definitely got the W.
I'm gonna stop you right there, young boy. First of all, LeBron didn't even go to the finals 12 times. I don't even know why you said that, nigga. What are you talking about? Where did you get that information from, nigga? And then on top of that, you talking about losing is cool? Bro, I was tripping. I ain't gonna cap. I was just talking. I ain't really do my research like that. You know what I'm saying? I know ball, but sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you're not really at your peak. I probably made this video at like 3 a.m. You know what I'm saying? I was sleep deprived. I was hungry type shit. I had school in the morning. I just got, you know what I'm saying? I left the gym. I got some late night shots up. Hey, bro, don't hate the player. Hate the game. I know what it sounded like, bro. I was making up crazy shit. I'm talking about some, LeBron been to the finals 12 times, bro. Hey, nigga, it count. It only count when you win that shit. You feel me? I know that. I don't know what I was talking. I was blabbing. Hit that like and sub button.
Doing the accomplishments. Let's keep it going.
The second criteria in our GOAT analysis is longevity.
That hat was squeezing the fuck out of my head too. I ain't gonna lie, that hat, I'm glad somebody stole that motherfucker, cause that bitch was squeezing the shit out of my head. I couldn't even think straight, bro. I ain't even gonna cap to you.
And this one is also a no-brainer, but this time in favor of LeBron. Not only has LeBron played more seasons in the league, but he's had a longer peak than Jordan.
Right.
Jordan's peak lasted about 10 years, whereas LeBron's peak has lasted 16 years and is
20.
still going. And he's been incredibly durable during that time, missing significant time to injury only in 2019. That said, the claim that LeBron has been much more durable than Michael has been a bit overblown. Consider that Jordan played in at least 80 regular season games 11 times in his career, including all 82 games an incredible 9 times. Compare that to LeBron, who played in at least 80 regular season games just twice, and in all 82 games just once. So both LeBron and Jordan get high marks for their durability. But durability aside, the bottom line is that LeBron has sustained his level of excellence for a much longer period of time than Jordan, which puts the longevity checkmark squarely in LeBron's corner.
And like, to add this to the longevity, LeBron is in his 21st year, bro. 21st year, still playing at the same level as the NBA All-Stars today. We talking about like the best players in the league. He's still playing on that level, you know what I'm saying? They still gotta treat him like yeah, we gotta really lock down this dude. Like, and he been in the league 21 years. He's 39 years old. That's crazy.
That is crazy though, I ain't gonna lie.
That brings us to the third GOAT criteria, winning. As we all know, Jordan won 6 championships.
Oh, they
LeBron
did bring it up.
has won 3.
4.
Jordan is 6-0 in the NBA Finals. LeBron is 3-6. Yes, LeBron has made the finals 9 times compared to only 6 times for Jordan, but let's not pretend that making the finals is the same thing, or even close to the same thing, as winning a title. Take a prime example from another sport, the Buffalo Bills.
You gotta think, bro. That's like you. All right, look. Now, look. It makes so much sense to me now. I don't know why I was talking about getting to the finals is a accomplishment. I mean, it is, but it's not like winning. You feel me? Like, why would you? I'd rather be 6-0 than 3-9 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But bro, I mean 3, whatever they said. I think he said 3-6. I'm tripping. I don't know why I keep saying 3-9. But what was I about to say? Oh yeah, it don't make sense now. That's like you having a 10 out of 10 bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? She fine. You know what I'm saying? 10 out of 10 everything. You take her out to dinner. You feel me? You done paid $90 for the meal. You take her to the movies. You done paid $50, and she wanted the popcorn with the slushy, and that shit that down there run it up to $80. So you are. Then boom, you take her to the crib, and she says she ready to go home. As soon as you get to the crib, she ready to go home. She said, "Can I get home? Can I go home? I'm tired." You thought you was finna smack, but nah. Now you gotta take her home. Now you done, and she lived 35 minutes away. You feel me? So you done went all out your way. You done went the whole way. And you ain't even get nothing. You ain't even get a kiss, my nigga. That's like what LeBron was doing going to the finals and not winning. It was a waste of time. Now Jordan, you know what I'm saying? He was with 6 10s. Smacked them all. LeBron was with 10 10s, only smacked 4. You feel that? Is that a great analogy? Like, bro, come on. It was a little messy, but I know y'all hit that sub button.
They're the only team in NFL history to appear in 4 consecutive Super Bowls. But is there a single player or fan of that team that wouldn't trade all 4 of those appearances for just 1 Super Bowl win? Frankly, talk to any fan whose team lost the season's final game and ask them how they felt afterward.
Facts.
I gotta stop it because think about it, bro. If you're the greatest player of all time, you should be able to lead your team to so many championship games. Just because he's not winning the championship game, like, okay, yeah, he still has 4 championships, you know what I'm saying? But just because he's not winning that championship game every time, he's been there 12 times. Jordan only been 6 times. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, Jordan got bounced out multiple times. So, like, how can you just automatically say LeBron making it to the finals is not a good thing and then just leave out that Jordan was getting bounced out first round multiple times? You feel me? Like, that's I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm embarrassed. It's all good though. It's all good though. It's all good. Hey, just hit that sub button for me. You know what I'm saying? At least I'm taking accountability for saying the dumb shit. You feel me? Like, hey, my bad.
I don't know. I don't know who they're gonna give this to. We'll see.
Almost
It's 8
universally,
months
their
later,
feelings
though.
are of sadness, anger, and disappointment. And that's just the fans. For players, those feelings are only magnified. Listen to Charles Barkley talk about losing in the NBA Finals.
And I was just in shock when it was over because I had to. I was frustrated because I couldn't wheel my team past Michael and the Bulls. And first of all, I don't think I've ever gotten over it. Number one.
Sheesh.
But that was traumatic, and it's painful.
So we can all stop with this false equivalence between winning the championship and finishing runner-up. In the words of Herm Edwards,
you play to win the game.
Right.
Facts.
That is true.
Facts.
Hello? You play to win the game.
now back.
But hold on. Like, okay, we're going to give Jordan that because he is 6-0 in the championship, and LeBron only has 4. But we got to think. Let me put it to y'all like this. Think of it like this. I'm not going to only stand up for Jordan, bro. I'm not going to only stand up for LeBron. I'm going to stand up for Jordan, too. But think of it, this is for LeBron's side. Is him carrying multiple teams to the finals not make him the greatest player of all time? Like, because if you're just putting it Jordan and LeBron, and then you're saying Jordan's only better than LeBron because he made it, he won 6 championships and LeBron only won 4. If you're saying it like that, then how come the other, I don't know, how 8 appearance or 7 appearances that LeBron made to the championship, like how come that's not an accomplishment? Because it could have been his team's fault, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's doing all that he can. The Bulls were built around Jordan. LeBron's carrying his team. You feel me? So I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about in that situation, but if you feel me, you don't know what you're talking about, bro. I'm gonna just keep it honest. You don't. I wish you could watch the reaction of me reacting to you. I wish. Why am I talking to you like you somebody else? You me. Like, what the fuck? I'm talking to you, nigga. I wish you could watch the other reaction of me reacting to you, because you sound dumb as shit. We just gonna keep it going. Feel me? Hit that like and sub button, though. Let's keep going.
Jordan and LeBron. As mentioned, on basketball's biggest stage, the NBA Finals, Jordan was 6-0. LeBron was 3-6. And frankly, that doesn't even show how lopsided their records really are. In terms of individual finals games, Jordan was 24-11. LeBron is 18-31. And that's because in 4 of his 6 finals losses, LeBron's team hasn't even been competitive. Twice he got swept, and 2 other times he lost 4-1. That includes being on the wrong side of the 2 most.
I ain't gonna lie, getting swept in the, like, bro, I'm still a LeBron fan. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Lakers fan, bro. I ain't gonna switch up all the way, but I just, you know what I'm saying? I know who's the greatest of all time. Not saying LeBron not still one of the best players ever, but just knowing the difference, I gotta say it. Getting swept in the finals is fucking diabolical, my nigga. You just wasted all that time. You might as well not even made the playoffs. Went to Cancun and fucking swam with the fucking nice ass fishes and shit. You feel me? Like, Shit, I would rather be in Cancun than fuck around and lose, and all the way and get swept. 0-4, nigga. You can't win one game. Shit. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. These shoes right here, a lot of niggas used to hoop in these. What these? The Soldier 7s?
Lopsided finals by margin of loss in NBA history. Of course, LeBron fans will tell you that the only reason for LeBron's poor finals record is that his competition was so tough.
Exactly.
Ironically, some of these same fans criticized Jordan for losing early in his career to a Celtics team stacked with 5 Hall of Famers, and they conveniently gloss over the fact that LeBron reached the finals so many times in part because the competition in his own conference was so weak. During the vast majority of his career, LeBron played in what many dubbed the Leastern Conference, because the East was so much weaker than the West.
I ain't gonna lie,
on the other hand, during Jordan's playing days, the East was generally considered the stronger conference, as Jordan had to battle through hard-fought rivalries against the Bad Boy Pistons, Patrick Ewing's Knicks, the Shaq Penny-led Magic, and Reggie Miller's Pacers. That said, if you want to blame LeBron's failure in the finals on the level of his competition, I won't argue with you. But let's also not blow it out of proportion. If you look at the average number of wins of their finals opponents, you'll see that LeBron's finals opponents averaged 60.8 wins per season, whereas Jordan's finals opponents averaged 61.2 wins per season. So as it turns out, both players faced stiff competition in the finals. But a big reason we don't hold the 93 Suns, the 96 Sonics, or the 98 Jazz in the same regard as some of LeBron's finals opponents is because, unlike LeBron's adversaries, Jordan's opponents never actually won the Larry O'Brien Trophy. Which goes to my original point, that the difference between winning the title and finishing runner-up is huge.
Facts.
And the reason those teams never won the title? This guy. Look,
that was a valid point.
That Jordan's
I ain't gonna lie, that he gave some valid points, so I'm gonna give Jordan this one. That was some. I ain't gonna lie. See, I said some nonsense when I was talking, and I can admit that. You feel me? So, with that being said, I'm gonna give Jordan the benefit of the doubt. You feel me? So he gonna get this one. He gonna get this one. So Jordan's up 2-0.
Opponents were as good as the Warriors teams that LeBron faced 4 times in the finals.
See, that was some smart shit you done said right there, young nigga. For real.
The truth is that Jordan never played a juggernaut quite like that. But there's a pretty good reason for that. Jordan's Bulls were the juggernaut. They were the team winning 70-plus games.
Fact.
They were the team with the target on their back every year. And as the Warriors showed us, that's not an easy place to be. As great as the Warriors were, they were never able to string together 3 consecutive championships. Jordan's Bulls did it twice. So what's the greater achievement? Beating the juggernaut or being the juggernaut? Or to be more specific, beating the juggernaut 1 time out of the 4 times you faced them? Or being the juggernaut year after year after year? And then doing it again year after year after year.
This is what absolutely blew the whole debate out the water. If you really listening, bro, doing what Jordan did is low-key insane. And the more I watched the videos and I watched documentaries and I watched all that, it really proved why he's the GOAT. And just it's just crazy.
There's no doubt that LeBron's victory over the 73-win Warriors was the highlight of his career. But it's not the first time that an underdog has won the championship. And there actually have been much bigger underdogs who ended up winning the title. But how many times have we seen a player lead his team to 6 championships in 8 years? Prior to Jordan's Bulls, only Bill Russell's Celtics ever accomplished that feat in the NBA, when they incredibly won 11 championships in 13 seasons.
That's crazy. I ain't
Back
gonna
then,
lie.
there was an average of less than 10 teams in the league, and only a couple rounds of playoffs, so it was considerably easier to win a title. And no player, not even Bill Russell, ever had a run of winning 25 of 26 playoff series, as Michael Jordan did.
Damn.
And Michael's pattern of winning goes beyond the NBA. Let's not forget that Jordan has never won anything but gold in the Olympics, and he also earned an NCAA championship, in which he hit the first of 2 iconic championship-winning shots in his career. All that is to say, when it comes to winning, the checkmark clearly goes to Jordan. On to the 4th GOAT criteria, statistics. This one is a bit more complicated. I mean, how do you statistically evaluate 2 players who played in different eras under different rules at different positions?
Facts.
One way of doing it is to simply look at the 8 traditional statistics of basketball.
Okay.
Points, assists, rebounds, steals, blocks, field goal percentage, free throw percentage, and turnovers. And we'll focus on per game stats rather than cumulative stats, since cumulative stats such as total career points and total career assists really speak to longevity, which is already its own category of the GOAT analysis. Per game stats, on the other hand, is more of an apples to apples comparison.
Right.
So looking at the 8 traditional stats, we see that Jordan leads LeBron in 5 of them: points per game, steals per game, blocks per game, free throw percentage, and fewer turnovers. LeBron leads in the other 3: assists per game, rebounds per game, and field goal percentage. But that's a pretty simplistic way of looking at statistics. What if we instead turn to analytics?
Right.
Probably the most well-known analytics stat is player efficiency rating, or PER for short. This metric was created by respected basketball analyst John Hollinger to give an overall rating to a player's performance based on traditional stats like the ones we just mentioned.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, the way Jordan dunked that motherfucking ball is crazy. Like, he put that motherfucker in the rim. Like, I ain't gonna lie, Jordan is one of the craziest dunkers. Like, he grabbed a ball like this, he just
No cap.
like that shit
He
crazy.
be fucking
I ain't
up
gonna
his
lie.
wrist. I ain't gonna
Jordan
lie,
has
bro.
led
I'm surprised he didn't break his wrist a couple times. No cap.
the league in PER 7 times, LeBron 6 times. Jordan has finished top 3 in PER 10 times, LeBron 9 times. In fact, Jordan has the highest career PER in both the regular season and the playoffs. Another popular analytics stat is win shares. Jordan has led the league in win shares 8 times, LeBron 5 times. Jordan has finished top 3 in win shares 11 times, LeBron 6 times. And when it comes to win shares per 48 minutes, Jordan has the highest career rating in both the regular season and the playoffs.
Sheesh.
What about box plus minus? Until recently, LeBron was actually ahead of Jordan in career box plus minus. But after the 2017 season gave Russell Westbrook the greatest single-season box plus minus in history by a wide margin, the architect of box plus minus realized that the stat was fundamentally flawed. So he made some changes to improve its formula. As a result, Michael Jordan now has the highest career box plus minus in both the regular season and the playoffs. And lastly, what about value over replacement player, which on its face seems to favor LeBron James? Well, value over replacement player is a cumulative stat, and as previously noted, cumulative stats speak more to longevity than they do game-to-game dominance. That said, according to value over replacement player, Jordan owns 6 of the 9 greatest individual seasons ever played. And on a per-game basis, MJ's career rating in value over replacement player is the highest of all time in both the regular season and the playoffs. Are you noticing a theme here? Not only does Jordan beat LeBron in every ratable analytics stat, he consistently ranks as the best ever across the board.
That is crazy.
Before we move on from analytics,
Hey,
I want to mention
I ain't gonna lie, Jordan cooking something up right now. Y'all starting to change my mind. That's crazy, because at the beginning of the video, I was like, keep on your side, man, keep on your side. But nah, bro. Jordan is cooking something up right now. He's up 3-1. And the only category LeBron is in is longevity. And if you put it like that, like Jordan was playing 82 games multiple times. We talking about like he's durable. He's winning in all the categories, like all the stat categories. Got more wins. He's got more.
I ain't gonna lie. See, you can start to see me understand like what's really going on, bro. And like now, you know what I'm saying? 7 months later, it's like, bro, it's just like a no-brainer. Like, what was I even thinking from the jump? You know what I'm saying? But nah, yeah, hey, you can already see me like, damn, this nigga really like that for real.
Championships. The only thing that LeBron done better is play more years so far. This is crazy. This is crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
See,
But hit that like a sub button, man. We on the way to 4K subs.
lesser-known stat called game score, another brainchild of John Hollinger. Game score measures a player's performance in a single game, so it won't tell us who's had the better career, but it does provide insight into who's had the greatest games. Now, we only have game score stats since 1983, so you won't see any mentions of Wilt Chamberlain here. That said, of the 100 highest game scores ever recorded, incredibly,
I gotta say this. Do y'all believe that Wilt Chamberlain really was out there scoring 100, bro? Do you really think this nigga was out there averaging 50? Y'all let me know in the comments, bro. I think that shit's insane, bro. Do y'all want me to go watch some Wilt Chamberlain highlights and see what the fuck he talking about, bro? Because they don't even got that shit documented, bro. No cap, that shit is insane.
Of them belong to Michael Jordan. In other words, nearly 1 out of every 5 of the best single-game performances over the last 4 decades has been by MJ. That includes the highest game score of all time for Jordan's 69.18 rebound masterpiece.
Damn.
Comparatively, LeBron has had only 3 of the top 100 game scores. When discussing the GOAT, Nick Wright is fond of asking this question.
The aliens come down. You have 1 game to save humanity. Who's your first pick in the history of the world?
Well, Nick, I think we have our answer. Now that I've finished drowning you in numbers,
Iguodala.
let's be real. Hardly anyone
I want Iguodala. Wasn't that a meme, bro?
watching this video knows how to calculate PER, win shares, box plus minus, value over a replacement player, or game score.
Right.
And why should you? This is basketball, not Goodwill Hunting. So let's go back to the traditional stats that we all know and understand. But this time,
Before we keep going, okay, let me ask y'all this. Did Michael Jordan play players as good as the players are today? Has Michael Jordan played players as good as LeBron has played?
Yes.
Okay, damn, I'm saying this. Like, I'm trying to say it so, like, I don't sound dumb. Has has Jordan played the same type of competition as LeBron James?
Yes.
Is that the reason why Jordan stats and championships and all this?
Let me break this down for you, young boy. Jordan was Jordan in his era. So he was the best, you know what I'm saying, that he could be in his era. That's not a disadvantage. That's not a... Because LeBron, you know what I'm saying? He's in the newer era, you know what I'm saying? So he's with them niggas. Like, do that make sense? Like, they with their own era, you know what I'm saying? So, like, we could say that niggas got better over time. LeBron is part of that over time. But back then, you know what I'm saying? Niggas was having this... Everybody had the same, you know what I'm saying, capabilities. And this shit sound crazy, but I think y'all know what I think myself would understand what I'm trying to say. Fuck y'all watching, cause y'all already know what I'm trying to say. I think myself would understand what I'm trying to say. Ain't no type shit.
Is so good. They said earlier that the Warriors LeBron's competition usually won like 60.8 games a season. And then Jordan's competition won 61 point some games per season. But if you put LeBron's competition back in Jordan's time, would they be champions? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you put the 2015 Golden State Warriors back in that 8-year span when Jordan went and got 6 championships out of 8 years, would he have done that still? Or would the Warriors went 8-0? Or would the Warriors went 7-0? You feel me?
Bro, you can't even say that, bro. That's like saying taking a team from fucking 1930 and putting them in Jordan's era. Like, bro, you can't say that, bro. That's what I was trying to say, bro. The playing fields are evened out because that shit would never happen. You can't even say that, bro. We're going based off when they played and because it's fair.
What I'm trying to say, if you feel what I'm saying, we on the same page. But that was just some little brain food.
And
let's add context to them.
Comp,
what do I mean by context? Well, some positions are simply better than others at racking up certain stats. Let's take rebounding as an example. In a vacuum, if we simply compare the number of rebounds per game of Brook Lopez and Jason Kidd, we might think that Lopez was the better rebounder.
Right.
The truth is, relative to their positions, Lopez is statistically one of the worst rebounding centers in NBA history, whereas Kidd is statistically one of the best rebounding guards in NBA history.
Right.
But even a poor rebounding center can grab more rebounds than a great rebounding guard solely by virtue of their roles on the court.
Who's that?
So it makes sense that to understand.
But
solely by virtue of their roles on the court. So it makes sense that, to understand the context of a player's stats, we should compare them to the respective positions that they played.
Right.
When comparing LeBron James to the other small forwards who have played at least 500 NBA games, this is where he ranks. Overall, that's pretty impressive. Now let's see how Jordan compares to all shooting guards who have played at least 500 NBA games.
If it says all, I was about to say, if it said all first, bro, he's automatically the GOAT.
As good as LeBron is compared to other small forwards, Jordan is on another level when compared to other shooting guards. He's darn near the top of every major statistical category, and there isn't a single category where LeBron is better than MJ relative to his position, other than assists.
Right.
So to sum up statistics, whether comparing traditional stats or analytics, and especially when judging these players in the context of the positions they played, Jordan has a noticeable edge over LeBron. As such, we have to give the check mark to Jordan.
Sheesh, 4-1.
And that takes us to the last category in our GOAT analysis, the eye test.
Jordan almost swept LeBron in a GOAT comparison. Shit crazy. Like, this nigga LeBron just keep getting swept, bro. This shit hard being a Lakers fan, bro. This shit just giving me memories when the Nuggets just swept us, bro. Damn near back to back, bro. Like, this shit just gets so annoying. Like, bro, when is this shit gonna end, bro? Like, bro, can somebody call Michael Jordan and tell that nigga to lace up? Like, dead ass, no glaze. Tell Michael Jordan to come lace up for the Lakers 2024-2025 season so we can get this fucking W in the championship, nigga. Make that nigga 7-0. Fuck it.
And to be clear, by eye test, I don't mean which of these players is bigger, faster, or jumps higher. None of that is relevant unless we're having a track and field competition. And frankly, if physical measurables mattered, then George Murasan would be in the GOAT conversation. No, what I mean by the eye test is, if you sat an average basketball fan in front of a TV to watch a player in action, what would he notice that the player is and is not great at? Thankfully, I happen to be an average basketball fan, and I've had the privilege of watching both LeBron and Jordan during their playing days. So unlike a lot of my fellow YouTubers, I haven't merely relied on highlight videos.
Right.
Here's what my eyes told me when I saw Michael Jordan play, particularly during his playing days with the Chicago Bulls. He was the best offensive player in the game. He was arguably the best defensive player in the game.
Right.
He had the best mid-range game. He was the best finisher at the rim. He had the best post-up game, which is incredible considering most players who dominated the post were big men. He was widely considered the most clutch player in the game. He was regarded by opponents as the fiercest competitor on the court. He was regarded by teammates as the hardest worker in practice.
Damn,
so basically just saying he the greatest.
Amongst the other stars of his generation, he was the greatest winner. Now, when you're playing against the elite of the elite athletes of the world, to be the best at any one of those things is pretty remarkable. But to be the best at all of them?
Shit!
I tell you, it's impossible. But for the fact that we saw Michael Jordan do it. And when it comes to the GOAT debate, that's the biggest hurdle facing LeBron. He's basically being compared to a guy who was great at everything and practically had no weaknesses.
Right.
Seriously, judging by the eye test, what's the worst thing we could say about Michael Jordan's game?
Shit,
Probably that he wasn't a very good three-point shooter. Jordan shot 33%.
See, that's what I'm saying. I done did my research. I done watched some shit. I done watched some full games. I ain't gonna lie. I seen him hit 7 threes on the Jazz, bro. No cap. After they say he couldn't shoot. Like, bro, I don't think that it was he couldn't shoot. He just knew that he could get to that motherfucking Baja and dunk that motherfucker, like, for real.
From beyond the arc in an era when the average player also shot 33%.
Why you shooting a three?
So when it came to three-point shooting, he wasn't good, he wasn't bad, he was just average. But remember that Michael played in an age when the three-point shot wasn't a big part of the game. During Jordan's years, teams averaged only 9.5 three-point attempts per game, and Michael himself attempted less than 2 threes per game.
9.5 threes a game?
That's crazy.
Bro, I shoot 9 threes a game. You feel me? Like, no, that's insane. I ain't gonna lie.
And if being an average three-point shooter is a weakness of Michael's game, well, then we also have to call it a weakness of LeBron's game.
Nah.
The difference is that LeBron plays in an era where the three-point shot is a huge part of the game. During the years in which LeBron played, teams attempted on average over 21 threes per game, and LeBron himself averaged 4.3 three-point attempts per game, or 2.5 times as many as Jordan. Despite the increased emphasis on threes, LeBron's career shooting percentage from beyond the arc is only a hair better than Jordan, at 34%. And it's actually slightly below his peers, who averaged 35% from three during his era. But to reiterate, being an average three-point shooter was by far the worst part of MJ's game. For LeBron, it's not even close. LeBron, in fact, has 4 major weaknesses as a basketball player, each of which is readily apparent to anyone who has actually watched him play. First,
okay, if y'all gonna say flop, bro, this was not a flop, dude.
Close. LeBron, in fact, has 4 major weaknesses as a basketball player, each of which is readily apparent to anyone who has actually watched him play.
That was not a flop.
First, he's not a good free throw shooter.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
For
lie,
his career,
bro. That nigga done sold me so many times with these weak ass free throw attempts. I don't know how the fuck you play 22 years and you go up there and you miss a fucking free throw. That shit be pissing me off. We done lost so many games because LeBron, you know what I'm saying? I'm cheering this nigga on like, yeah, LeBron, you like that. You tough. Knock these bitches down, nigga. Hit my parlay. Hit my parlay. And this nigga miss a free throw and we lose. My parlay don't hit. I'm sick. I'm shitty. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro.
LeBron has shot around 73.5% from the free throw line, which is pretty poor for a player who handles the ball as much as he does. In fact, many analysts point out that at the end of games, LeBron shies away from driving to the basket because he's afraid of being sent to the line. I don't know whether that's true, but what I do know is that the odds of LeBron hitting 2 consecutive free throws is statistically not much better than a coin flip. Jordan, on the other hand, shot a solid 83.5% from the free throw line during his career. And MJ never shied away from contact at the end of games. LeBron's second weakness is that he's an inconsistent defender. Sure, he's had some years where he was elite defensively, which is evidenced by his numerous selections to the NBA's all-defensive team, but he's also had several years where he's practically been a liability on the defensive end. Compare that to MJ, who during his Bulls days was a consistently elite defender.
I ain't gonna lie, I get it, like he's stating facts, but a lot of this seems a little biased. I ain't gonna lie, it's low-key leaning towards Jordan. I ain't gonna hate and say that that's not the right thing to do, you know what I'm saying? Jordan might be the greatest player of all time, but right now it's seeming a little biased. Like this dude got a little bit of hate for LBJ, and that's all good. You can hate the player. I mean, I guess you can hate the player, man.
In fact,
see, I was about to say some shit and didn't I ruin what I was about to say. I was about to say, it looks like LeBron trying to be conservative. You know what I'm saying? And we done heard Michael Jordan say he's not playing to be conservative. He's playing to give it his all. So, you know what I'm saying? He's going to play offense and defense until he has nothing left. LeBron trying to save, you know what I'm saying, himself so he can play the whole game. If Jordan get tired, then he just going to either just play tired or he going to come out, bro. LeBron trying, you know what I'm saying, be conservative. MJ don't do that. He played till he can't breathe no more. He need to play till he get his inhaler. And I know that's a fact because I heard him himself say that. Jordan is an all-out dog. LeBron be low-key dogging it. He be low-key trying to save his energy. Ain't nothing wrong with that, though. But it's just 2 different type of players. Some conservative, some like to give it their all in every moment, every aspect of the game. Y'all, you just, hey, I'm just going off what I know and not what I seen and what I heard and what I watched and what I... 2 different players, 2 different great players, but they go by shit different, you feel me?
Jordan is the only player to rank in the top 5 amongst all guards.
But he is
in both
backing
steals
some
per
stuff
game
up,
and
though.
blocks per game.
He is backing his, you know what I'm saying? He's backing his talk up. I ain't gonna lie. So W video, hit that like and sub button for me. Let's keep going.
His career. Additionally, Michael led his position in defensive win shares practically every year that he played for the Bulls, an incredible 10 times. LeBron, comparatively, has led his position in defensive win shares on just 4 occasions, and in 5 of his last 7 seasons, he didn't even crack the top 10 at his position in defensive win shares. Now, some will excuse LeBron's recent fall-off on the defensive end as a byproduct of his resting on defense so that he can have more energy on offense. And we can debate the merits of that strategy. But resting on defense is not something Michael Jordan was ever accused of doing. Heck, even as a 40-year-old, he was busting his tail on the defensive end. But what about the notion that LeBron's been the more
But he just grabbed that off the glass like no other.
Busting his tail on the defensive end.
Give me that.
But what about the notion that LeBron's been the more versatile defender? LeBron supporters will argue that he can guard positions 1 through 5 on the court, such as when he guarded Derrick Rose for stretches in the 2011 playoffs. But LeBron's guarding the opposing team's point guard or center isn't something that happens very often. In fact, during his career, LeBron has spent less than 5% of his total minutes guarding the opposing players 1 or 5. So the versatility argument is highly exaggerated. And look, when it comes to versatility, Hometown Buffet may have a more versatile menu than Spago. That doesn't make it a better restaurant. LeBron's third weakness is that he's not a very good shooter. And this is a pretty significant flaw for someone claiming to be the GOAT. I mean, shooting the ball is the quintessential skill in the game.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, cause you know what I'm saying, I'm still a LeBron fan, don't get it twisted. I know I've been, you know what I'm saying, switching the narrative, saying like everything, you feel me, but LeBron's shooting, it been better, you can't cap. I'ma just keep it 100. Jordan's still the GOAT now, don't get me wrong, but LeBron's shooting is not that bad, bro.
Basketball.
See, this is like low-key glazing, dude. Because now he's like showing all these air balls and stuff. He's trying to make you automatically lean towards Jordan. But like, you should have just left it with the facts. Because like, I was fucking with the facts. You know what I'm saying?
It's not glazed, bro. It's just, you know what I'm saying? He's just showing clips to match the video, bro. You got to just be realistic. If you was making a YouTube video, you going to try to show the clips to get more. See, he done got you, bro. You got to be more on point with it, bro. The whole point behind that was to show the airball clips so a fan can be like, bro, why is he showing clips? Comment, like, he got you, bro. You probably would be one of the ones that commented like, bro, why you airball? Like, bro, he got you, bro. You got to be smarter than that.
Because you was really showing me that Jordan was better than LeBron. But now you hating, so it's making me feel like LeBron better than Jordan because you hating. Like, I don't like when people hate, you feel me? Like, why are you hating now?
On practices, whether on the playground, at the YMCA, or in the NBA.
I told you that hat tight as shit, bro. I don't even know what I was saying.
Now, some people will contend that LeBron is actually a better shooter than Jordan because he has a better career field goal percentage. And yes, LeBron's career field goal percentage is 50.4% compared to Jordan's 49.7%. But recall what I said about placing stats into proper context. To help us understand context when it comes to shooting, allow me to introduce DeAndre Jordan and Tyson Chandler. We all know that DeAndre and Tyson were great rebounders and defenders, but what if I told you that they were also two of the greatest shooters of all time? That would be certifiably crazy.
Fuck out of here.
Yet if you look at all the shooting metrics, field goal percentage, effective field goal percentage, true shooting percentage, both of these guys rank near the top in NBA history. Of course, there's an obvious reason for that. As we all know, both DeAndre Jordan and Tyson Chandler take a lot of their shot attempts on dunks, layups, and putbacks, which are extremely high percentage shots. Well, guess what? So does LeBron James. In fact, every single year of his career, the shot that LeBron James has taken the most has been within 0 to 3 feet from the basket. In other words, dunks, layups, and putbacks.
Does that matter?
Every 3 of LeBron's shots has been within this point-blank range, which is aided by his play.
But does that matter? Like, if he's taking an easy 2 and Jordan's taking a tough midi, like, you can't really compare. Like, okay, yeah, Jordan shot a 49%.
Bro, we're talking about shooting, not fucking layups.
Field goal percentage shooting tough middies, and LeBron shot 50% from take.
We're not talking about being smarter on the smarter shot selection, or where you're putting the ball in the rim. We're talking about jump shots, my nigga. Shooting.
Easy 2s. Like, it's all about putting the ball in the bucket at the end of the day. You feel me? So like, I don't know about this.
In an era where it's been relatively easy to get to the rim, particularly when compared to the physical era in which Jordan played. And just like every other player, LeBron is really effective from 0.
Lambeer used to beat the fuck out of him, bro. No cap. If y'all know Lambeer, that nigga is a hoe. I ain't gonna cap.
3 feet, hitting over 73% of these shots. But how does LeBron fare from outside this range? According to basketballreference.com, LeBron's shooting percentage from outside 3 feet is 37.5%. It's even poorer in the playoffs, where he shoots 35.9%. And it gets even worse in close and late situations. In the last 2 minutes of games where the score is within 5 points, LeBron hits only 31.7% of his jumpers. Look, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that these numbers aren't very good.
Dad? Is that you?
Bro, what the fuck? Bro, you look just like that nigga, bro. What the fuck?
Is that you?
Hey, bro, hit that sub button, bro.
Pops! I'm just bullshitting. Hit that like and sub button, though. We on the way up to, you know what I'm saying, 100K sub.
Which is probably why in the 2013 finals, the Spurs' defensive strategy against the Heat was to basically dare LeBron James to shoot. And keep in mind, this was against LeBron in his prime. Can you imagine an opposing coach using a similar strategy against MJ? Now, LeBron actually credits the Spurs for forcing him to work on his jump shot, but it's not as if his results have gotten much better since then. Here's LeBron's shooting percentage from outside 3 feet over the last 6 years. Yikes. Well, I'll give him this.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, from to 2024, like now, like his stuff is valid. He can shoot a little bit better. We ain't gonna say all that. He can shoot a little bit better.
He is consistent. For comparison, consider that in the last year of Michael Jordan's career, as an aging player on the Washington Wizards, Jordan shot close to 42% from outside 3 feet. While that's certainly not great, it means that even as a 40-year-old shell of his former self, Jordan was still a better shooter, a far better shooter than LeBron James. Unfortunately, Basketball Reference doesn't have advanced shooting metrics from Michael's Bulls days, when he was a significantly more efficient scorer. But few would argue that Michael was anything but a lethal jump shooter when he was wearing red and black. When it comes to shooting, all of us can recall practicing shots on the blacktop, counting down 3, 2, 1 before launching a shot at the rim.
3, 2, 1. Hold on, I missed. Get it back. Okay, 3, 2. Oh, I missed. Get it back. Hold on, 3 seconds. Add it back to the clock. Get it back. Oh, I missed. 3 more seconds. No, I'm just bullying. That's how I used to be, though. You know what I'm saying? Every time you miss, you just add a couple more.
And you act like the car that go past, you act like that nigga a scout for Kentucky or some shit. Bro.
Well, if you were pretending to be LeBron James, you'd brick almost 2/3 of the time. Actually,
that's dick
not
riding.
entirely true. If you were playing against a countdown, it would be much, much worse.
Bro, that shit is
And that
hilarious.
gets me to the last major weakness of LeBron's game, his performance, or more accurately, lack of performance, in the clutch. Remember when people were praising LeBron for making a couple of buzzer beaters in the playoffs 2 years ago? They used these stats to claim that LeBron was better in the clutch than Jordan. But look at these numbers carefully. What stands out to you? How about this? People were using a sample size of less than 1 shot per season to make the case that LeBron was more clutch than Jordan. That would be the equivalent of polling just 100 people in the country to try to predict the winner of the next presidential election. So let's use more telling stats, shall we? Here's a situation that's often used to determine a player's clutchness. 5 seconds to go in the fourth quarter or overtime, and your team needs a bucket to either win or tie the game. It answers the age-old question, who do you want taking the last shot with the game on the line?
Jordan.
I want Andre Iguodala.
It turns out that in the regular season and playoffs combined, LeBron has taken 94 such shots. That's a pretty good sample size. And how many of those 94 shots has LeBron made? 19, for a shooting percentage of 20%.
Damn.
Let me repeat that. 20%. Guys, that's not bad in the clutch. That's atrocious. Michael Jordan in the same situation shot roughly 50%.
Damn.
Yes, that's right. Jordan's performance under pressure was the same as it was throughout the rest of the game.
That's tough.
And that, my friends, is the definition of clutch. So there you go. When it comes to the eye test, our eyes tell us that one player, Michael Jordan, is great at everything and has practically no weaknesses. And the other player, LeBron James, while also having a ton of strengths, has several obvious flaws to his game.
Right.
And when all is said and done, after analyzing the 5 key factors of being the GOAT, Jordan gets 4 check marks to LeBron's 1, making this GOAT debate, well, not much of a debate at all.
A sweep.
Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that LeBron James is a bad player. He's a phenomenal player.
Facts.
Personally, I have him on basketball's Mount Rushmore,
Facts.
along with Jordan, Kareem, Wilt Chamberlain, and Bill Russell. He's just not Michael Jordan. And just to underscore how good MJ was, let's ignore LeBron and Jordan for a minute and focus on the other three players highlighted here: Kareem, Wilt, and Bill Russell. Most would agree that these are the three greatest centers in NBA history, and each of them has a strong case to justify his standing among basketball royalty. Wilt is an all-time great because he was an offensive force of nature, and he holds a ton of NBA records. Russell is in the conversation because he was a dominant defender and a perennial champion. Kareem also led his team to numerous titles, and in terms of individual awards and accolades, was the most decorated of the three. Not to mention, he had the NBA's most unguardable shot. Now imagine a center that had all the best qualities from these three titans. A player like that would be the basketball equivalent of Thanos. Now add to that player the highest level of intangible attributes, such as a tireless work ethic, unmatched killer instinct, and an ability to deliver in the clutch. And now you'd essentially be looking at Thanos with all of the Infinity Stones. And no one would question whether this player was the greatest of all time. But the truth is, we don't have to imagine such a player. That player already existed. He's
Dick Ryan!
Not a center.
No, that's
When you
crazy.
think about it,
Bro, it can't be Dick Riding if it's true, bro. Shit crazy, like, bro. It took me 7 months to understand, like, the reality, like, bro. Jordan's the GOAT, bro. Just because LeBron is your favorite player doesn't mean that he's the greatest player. You feel me? And it hurt my heart saying that, but it's true type shit.
Michael Jordan is the real-life version of an overpowered video game character.
Damn.
He had all the qualities we look for in a superstar.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
And he had it in...
Even if Michael Jordan is the GOAT, bro, this dude is dick riding. I ain't even gonna lie. I'll say Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is the GOAT, bro. All you people out there, bro, my favorite player is Michael Jordan, bro. That nigga is the GOAT. Is that what y'all wanted to hear? But this right here.
Yes. Yes. We wanted to hear that. We wanted to hear that. Yes. Yes. That's all that's gonna do it, man. Hey man, that's gonna do it, man. This is my reaction to my reaction type shit. Hey, hit that like and sub button. Jesus loves you. Hey. It's almost an hour-long video. We gonna sit here, you know what I'm saying, for two minutes and 35 seconds. Just chill on my phone until we hit an hour. That's what we gonna do. Y'all can drop a comment, hit that sub button. What y'all eat today type shit? Shit, I had a turkey sandwich, some Chick-fil-A breakfast, then I had some pizza. Then shit, what else I have? I had some cheesy potatoes, some ice cream, Gatorade, shit, cornbread, shit, what else? Oh, a cheeseburger. Damn, I sound big back as fuck. That shit crazy. What y'all eat though? Let me know. What y'all eat though? Hey, y'all think I should start back streaming? I think I'm gonna start back streaming. Let me see. Let's see. Hey, bro, what the fuck? Hey, do you think giraffes be talking to each other, bro? Like, what the fuck do they talk? Like, how the fuck do they communicate? What the fuck going on with that, bro? Real deal. Hey, follow me on the gram, acloud.1, no cap. Bro, what? 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant were found confiscated from Diddy's home. That is insane, bro. What? Like, what type of bullshit? Nah, that's insane. Let me know what other videos I want to watch though, for real, for real. if y'all still watching to this part, bro, let me know if you watch to the end. Because if you watch all the way to this part, that's low-key insane. Because I don't even know why you still watching, bro. No cap. I'm trying to figure out why you watching. I'm trying to figure out why I know why I'm still. Oh, it's been an hour. All right, bet we out, man. Jesus loves you. Stay safe. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Type shit.